We're live. Welcome. Today we're going to talk about the reasons why you should not try to be your own attorney. We're going to go into some pretty, not deep answers, but we're going to talk about specifics on why it doesn't make sense from a business standpoint, but also from an individual standpoint, why you should not try to be your own attorney. So if you are new here, please leave a comment. I'd love to know where you're from. My name is Taylor Darcy. I am with Think Legal, and I help you create the business of your dreams. So welcome. I'm excited to get to know different people and branch out. One of the things that I'm a forward-thinking attorney, and so I try to reach my audience in different ways rather than old school that aren't working as much anymore. So you're going to see me a lot more on YouTube these days. And I want to create a community of entrepreneurs and startups and businesses that we can help each other grow and help you to be more productive and break the cycle of failures that happen with a lot of new startup businesses. So to talk about why you should not be your own attorney is because you don't know what you don't know, okay? And especially now, it mostly applies to litigation because litigation is a fairly complex topic, but other types of business matters where you can do a lot of searches on the internet, but if you don't know what you're looking for, all Google can answer is the question that you initially pose to it. It can't answer the next question or the question after that, or the 5 questions later. So you're really limited when you use Google search. Now, I have to be fair. You know, a lot of people are going to say, well, of course you're going to say that because you're an attorney. Of course you're going to say that you shouldn't use, that you should try to represent yourself because that's self-serving and interested. But let's be honest here. I'm not your attorney yet. And so you can take this information and do with what you will with it. And just know that there's valid reasons for not being your attorney and that aren't necessarily self-serving to me. So that's probably the number one reason is because you don't know what you don't know. And if you don't know something or you don't know what the 5th question that you need to answer is, then that can get you in trouble later on down the road. Versus part of what we do as attorneys is we see the end. We see the next part of the road. We see the road that you can't see because we've already been studying this for so long. So that's the number one reason why you shouldn't do it. The next reason is you're fighting an unfair fight, especially if the other side has counsel. You can represent yourself, but you shouldn't represent yourself because the other person has extensive training in negotiation, in different types of analysis, of just understanding the legal system better than you do. And so you're fighting a fight that's going to consume a large portion of your time unnecessarily. And the stress that is caused because of it is pretty significant. So you're going to feel things that you don't have to feel because that's why you pay an attorney to feel it. And this is true in business contracts or business matters as well, because if you're negotiating with another attorney, or if there's a clause or a way to word something that could hurt you or harm you, having your own attorney is like bringing your own soldier to a fight, right? Or bringing your own person, your own representative. And it's going to be a clear, more concise document or agreement that parties are going to agree on because of that representation. The next reason is it's not the highest and best use of your time. As an individual and or as a business owner, I tell my clients regularly, if you can do something, if someone can do something better for cheaper, then they should. And especially when it comes to attorney or CPA, anything that's complex, anything that takes extra skill. Now, again, you can do this stuff yourself. You can do your own accounting. You can do your own attorney and contracts and stuff, but I have yet to find somebody who has done it themselves and can keep up with the quality of work that an attorney does. Now, the next question, the real question is one attorney better than another? And we kind of talked about that in yesterday's video. But the reality is that there are some attorneys that are better than others. Now that's, having a attorney is typically better than not, but who you should choose, well, that's a different story. It's typically less expensive over time to hire somebody to do it. And what do I mean specifically by that? Now, it might be, and I'm just using a random number here. I'm not saying that that's what it will be, but it might be a couple of $1,000s to hire an attorney to do that. But if you avoid court later because you signed an agreement that was good, then it's going to benefit you substantially, right? Because court or litigation is going to cost you substantially more, $5,000 to $10,000, $15,000, $20,000. And so if you can hire if you can hire an attorney to draft an agreement that saves you that time and money, because although it might cost you up front, and law is very much, you need to make sure you're not penny-wise and pound foolish. Okay. And that means, you're pinching pennies, but in the long run, it's going to hurt you. And that happens a lot. When an attorney has to fix a matter or fix a problem, it's always more expensive to fix it than it is to do it right the first time. And then you have the peace of mind knowing that it's done right the first time. So those are important things as you are learning about this. And we're going to talk a lot over the next several weeks. Like I said, I'm going to be going live every business day, Monday through Friday, if possible, at 10 a.m. And we're going to talk about things for your business. We're going to talk about contracts. We're going to talk about employment. We're going to talk about copyrights and trademarks and all of these things, because I want you to succeed. And part of that is that having access to an attorney, even if it's like this. Now, these are for informational only. This isn't to be relied on. You should hire an attorney in your local area if you need to make sure that you're well protected in those. If you've gotten value out of this video, please subscribe and hit like, because I would love to help you more. And the way I can do that is by getting more subscribers and by getting more likes. They do matter, and I sincerely appreciate it. If you have any questions, I'm happy to answer them. Feel free to leave them in the comments below. I am here to help you. So until tomorrow, have a great evening. Have a great day. Subscribe.